Good morning. This is unit number 1 for this customer, and found this tag. Back left wheel is not working correctly. Right pad have a weird sound. It could be a bearing. One thing I do want to note that this is not recommended, putting a battery charger on a power strip with this many appliances on there. Should be the regular dedicated wall outlet, 15 amp or so. Also looking at a problem with the solution or recovery drain hose. It should be hanging their squeegee up out of the way on here. Dirty tank. Dirty float cage. Okay. Gasket looks good. As far as the squeegee is concerned, we'll look at that once I dive into this a little deeper. Here is an issue that was resolved by the users. The spring had come undone. It must have popped out, so they got to be very careful not to use this setting unless it's for short periods of time. Always stay in the lower position. Also, they have to clean out their tank. Decayed solution has fouled up this hose. It's not too terribly bad yet, but I'll be checking their filter as well. Okay, powered on the unit, and the first thing I did was tighten up the caster. The caster had come loose, and that causes it to drag from one side to the other, especially when turning. So I did both sides. So now they're in good shape. Now, just to confirm the operation of the deck, I'm gonna get it up off the ground a little bit. Got some scraping, which tells me we got failed bearings, and what probably caused the failed bearings is partially due to not taking the pad drivers out and allowing the unit to dry naturally. Manufacturers typically want you to remove things like squeegees and pad drivers, clean the pads up when they're off. So pretty good shape. So anyways, we'll have to go in and quote the bearings for this. So that's probably what typically happened here, is the bearings are failing. On this deck, we took it apart. I had to investigate and see why the noise was coming. So anyways, the bearing in here is shot. You can hear it squeaking. So when we have these open like this, we go ahead and replace all 4 bearings just to be on the safe side. These idlers don't get too much force on them, and they tend to last a lot longer time than these. So also, I'm going to replace the belt while I'm in here, because I did see residue of the belt on this. So I'm going to take this deck with me so I can have it at the shop.